For all of my straight and bi men listening and my gay and bi women listening, everybody who has sex with women and wants to do better, I've got a product for you. Have you heard of Kenneth Play? He is an Adonis of a man, and he has put together a video course teaching others how to please women the way only he knows how. I have personally had the pleasure of spending an intimate evening with Kenneth. I don't think I've ever had a first-time sexual encounter with somebody that was just 100% pleasurable. There was never a moment of pain. There was never a moment of meh. He knew my body better than I knew my body. He found pleasure spots in me that I did not know I had, and he made me come many times. I have gifted his web course, Beyond Satisfied Pro, to lovers of mine, and in every case, they have become better lovers as a result. And now I would like to gift this to you with a 15% discount. Go to kennethplay.com/closeted. That link gets you 15% off Kenneth's Beyond Satisfied Pro course. This is just for my listeners. Trust me. No one regrets being great in bed, and this course will get you there. kennethplay.com/closeted.
There's something coming over me. I never ever felt so free. I'm flying out the energy. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of crazy. Everything's so amazing. Yeah, I jump so high. I hit the sky. I can't believe I'm so happy.
Hey Pinecones, I'm Sammy Amounts. This is Happy Slut. Welcome back. Doing something a little different this week. This is a solo audio-only episode because I am currently on vacation. Visiting my mama for her 79th birthday in Arizona. And it's just not a week that I can put in the normal amount of work to put together a full hour-long video podcast for you. So don't fear, I have something really cool for you. A lot of what makes sex difficult in patriarchy is the fact that we have been programmed to believe that only one type of body is beautiful our whole lives. Like everybody believes that only really lean, for women, very curvy but small, and for men, very muscular and lean. These bodies are the only ones that are really sexy, and every other body is kind of lacking in some way. And you have to get around that to enjoy sex if you don't have a perfect body. That's crazy talk. It's crazy talk. It's just not true. It's not how sex actually works, and it's not how human attraction actually works. But when we are programmed from childhood with these beliefs, it's really hard to overcome them. So I think a big part of talking about how to have an empowered, joyful sex life is talking about how to love your body the way it is, the way it is. So I wrote this essay a while back on my Substack. It was actually only a few weeks ago. It's called You Can't Hate Yourself Thin. And it's about my journey of trying to come to peace with my body over many attempts to make it smaller and lose weight that were often successful, but always led to me gaining the weight back. And I always thought that, I only was able to lose weight because I loved myself so much. But, you'll hear it in the essay. I'm not going to spoil it for you. If you struggle with body image issues, which if you're a human in this world, you probably do at least a little bit, this might be for you. So listen to the end, and thanks so much. Love you, Pinecones. Here we go. You can't hate yourself thin. Getting the body I wanted didn't teach me to love it. In fall of 2019, I achieved a lifelong dream. I hit my goal weight, the one I'd fantasized about since I was a teenager. I loved the way I looked. My abs were defined, my hamstrings popped, and clothes labeled XS fit a little loose. I had never loved my body so much. I strutted around New York City in short shorts and crop tops. I got married in a cat suit like Angelina Jolie. I felt a sense of benevolent superiority about all this. I had succeeded where so many had failed. I spent months giving out free weight loss advice to the many women who messaged me asking me how I did it. Self-love, I would say. You can't change your body if you don't love it, wherever it's at now. I really believed in that answer because it was true. The only times I was ever able to achieve intentional weight loss were times when I was able to really love myself and take that harsh disciplinary vibe off of the gym visits and calorie restriction. Changing my relationship with my own body from one that felt hostile and combative to something loving and gentle was my weight loss secret. It made it more like a fun game than a rigorous challenge. I had outgrown my old toxicity around my body. Or so I thought. Winter 2019. I spent the holidays eating whatever I wanted. I was newly married and moving to a new state. My body was rockin', and I was confident it would stay that way because, as I stated before, I was healed. Then the number on the scale started going up each week, and my emotional response was to feel tremendously guilty and ashamed. Guilt? Shame? Over gaining a few pounds? I thought I was past this. The guilt made food less enjoyable but also totally irresistible. I was compulsively overeating daily and shaming myself for it. I would fast the following day and then I'd compulsively overeat again in the evening. I started panicking every time I went to put on my new skinny clothes, scared they would no longer fit. When January rolled around, I had gained back most of the weight I'd lost. I resolved to start up concerted weight loss efforts again in the new year. I thought it would be easy because I was healed. I wasn't. February 2020, I went on a 9-day work trip to New York City where I ate fabulous food every day because it's New York City. I arrived home wanton and frisky, excited to rub up against my husband a little. But when I went to the bathroom to shower, I saw my naked body in the mirror and the gears of my internal sex machine screeched to a shuddering stop. I looked swollen and puffy. I thought I looked monstrous. My abs were hiding under a cushiony layer of fat, my hamstrings were no longer popping, and my belly was muffin topping, and I hated it. I hated the way my body looked. I hated my body. God damn it. I wasn't as healed as I thought, crying at my own reflection and fighting back waves of self-loathing at the sight of softness in my belly doesn't exactly support the claim that this was all coming from a place of self-love. Growing up, I never had a healthy relationship with food or my body, which makes sense. My whole family worked to instill twin fears of food and fat in me from a very young age. One of my earliest memories has a 5-year-old me trying to get a piece of bologna, or bologna as I called it, from the refrigerator. My older brother slapped it out of my little hands, warning me that eating that way would make me fat. I'm telling you, that shit changes you. As a kid, I ate when I was supposed to eat, which was whenever anyone put food in front of me, not in response to hunger cues. Because the adults around me had made it clear I shouldn't enjoy food too much, I always wanted as much of it as I could get. I'd eat everything that was put in front of me and as much as I could sneak. In high school, I started noticing a strange, hollow feeling in my stomach every morning around 10 a.m., and I had no idea what it was. All I knew was it was extremely uncomfortable, but it would eventually pass if I ignored it. It was a mystery for years. My senior year, my mom and I did the Atkins diet together, and I lost weight for the first time ever. Huzzah! Then I plateaued, probably because I was eating huge quantities of low-carb cheesecake, buffalo wings, and bacon, and virtually nothing else. One day I found myself staring at a slice of watermelon, tears streaming because I wanted to eat it, and my stupid fucking diet said I couldn't. And that was it for the Atkins diet. I ate that goddamn watermelon, and I gained all those pounds back. Oh, and I finally figured out that hollow feeling was hunger when I had to feed myself for the first time in college. In my mid-20s, something shifted. I had an epiphany after starting a new relationship. I realized I was carrying a deep belief that no one would ever love me. Romantically, I mean. I believed deep down I would never find love. Cue rainy window and dramatic strings. But then I did. I had this new boyfriend who loved me, and I loved him. And also, I'd just fallen in love with Daniel in Korea and had amazing sex for the first time ever. And oh my goddess, not only was I lovable, I was also desirable. And whoa, I never thought I was either of those things. It sounds ridiculous, but I was gobsmacked by this. I thought I had high self-esteem. The truth was, I had been faking confidence and self-worth since I was a kid. I didn't actually love myself. And if I wanted to give myself my best chance in life, I needed to start now. And I realized I wanted to give myself my best chance in life. At the time, I believed succeeding as a performer meant making my body smaller. I decided to at least act as if I was worth putting in effort for. Changing my body stopped being a moral issue and became about my career. I wasn't a bad person trying to make myself good by losing weight. I was a beautiful person trying to make myself more marketable as a performer. Just like that, the weight loss that had eluded me my whole life became easy. The process was simple and joyful, and I never felt restricted or deprived. It was all coming from a place of love for myself, of belief in my worthiness as a human being, and it was easy. Back to 2020, here I am, 36 years old, crying into my husband's chest as his hopes of getting laid slowly die, whimpering incoherently about how I'm a failure and I'm fat again and I don't feel sexy, barely hearing his gentle reminders that when I first got undressed, he loved what he saw. I've gained back all the weight I lost, and even though I'm still at a healthy weight, that's enough to make me look in the mirror and hate myself. This isn't self-love. This isn't a positive relationship with food or my body. I might have started out this most recent weight loss journey with self-love vibes, but I had gotten so attached to the sense of moral superiority I developed once I hit that stupid goal weight. My new ab-tastic body had become part of my identity, and losing it so quickly made me feel defeated. This is what happens when your love for your body is based on how it looks. I now understand viscerally that loving your body cannot be based on how it looks. That night was a turning point for me. I felt like a hypocrite, preaching self-love and body positivity, but subconsciously holding myself to unreasonable beauty standards and measuring my value against them? I've stopped trying to lose weight for the time being. Instead, I'm working on cultivating an unconditional love for my body and myself. I'm doing cheesy but effective exercises, like looking at myself naked in the mirror, flexing and arching and flaunting, telling myself how sexy and delicious I am at any weight. I'm consciously trying to reprogram my vision to see belly rolls and sweet little overhangs of fat and think, yum, instead of ew, gross. The ew, gross is something I learned. It's not inherent. I remember being 4 years old and learning that fat was gross. I remember a hazy earlier life where I didn't think like that. If it was learned, it can be unlearned. I will unlearn it. I am unlearning it. I don't think there's anything wrong with having aspirational fitness goals or even aspirational aesthetic goals, but let my story be a cautionary tale. Changing your body gets tricky when you start attaching your worth to it. Because like we all learned in grade school, our value is not based on looks. It can't be. No matter what the media pushes, no matter what our culture obsesses about, we don't have to subscribe to that shit. We can free ourselves. We can modify our vision instead of our bodies. We can learn to see softness and dimples and scars and normal human contours as beautiful, because they are. We can value our bodies for how they carry us through the world and the kindness of the hearts they house. I hope you got something out of that. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed this, please send it on to a friend that you know needs it. Everybody needs this. I know it. Everybody needs this, especially in the summertime. It's such a time of insecurity and feeling not good enough and all of that jazz. So thank you so much for listening. Leave a review on the show. If you've got a minute, just take 20 seconds. Leave a 5-star review. Write a little blurb. Share the episode with a friend. If you'd like to support the show, In other ways, you can subscribe to my Substack over at sammyamounts.substack.com. This essay lives there along with all of my other essays, and some of them are really, really personal and really juicy, so I would love to know what you guys think of those. You can also support the show by following me on social media. On Instagram, I'm at sammya.mounts, and the show is at Happy Slutcast on Instagram and TikTok. All right, that's going to be all for this week. I'll be back with a regular video conversation episode next week. I love you guys. Thanks for sticking with me and letting me have this little break from the workload this week. And I hope you got something out of this. I really do. All right. Go take care of yourselves. Do something pleasurable this weekend. And bye. Bye, sluts. Pinecones, you might have heard my interview with Dr. Elliot Justin, founder of FirmTech, and if you did, you know all about how exciting the tech ring is. It's a health wearable that improves men's sexual performance and gives them priceless health data that can act as an early indicator of heart issues. Yeah. During sex, it keeps you hard and makes your orgasms crazy. And during sleep, it tracks your nocturnal erections, which can literally tell you if you have issues with your heart or hormone levels before they get really bad. This product saves lives and marriages. And I'm really excited to give you a 15% discount on any of FirmTech's products with code CLOSETED at checkout. In addition to the tech ring, they also have the performance ring, a non-tech cock ring that features a really cool hook and eye design to avoid having to shimmy the ring down the length of your cock, which, if you've tried that, it's not the sexiest. They also have the Ring Mate, a vibrating attachment that works with the tech ring and performance ring and can also be used on one's fingertips. Ooh la la. Get yours today by going to myfirmtech.com and using code CLOSETED at checkout. myfirmtech.com, code CLOSETED at checkout. You're welcome.